made it! Mas malakas siya. Hi everyone! My name is Nat. And that's Nat. So we're on our way to a river trek. And we're gonna visit some waterfalls and probably go do some cliff jumping. So hopefully we succeed this time. But anyway, the purpose of this video is because people always ask me, what camera do you use when you go on your adventures? Because I do a lot of cinematic videos and I also vlog together with Nat. And the only camera I use, aside from a GoPro, but the GoPro is only when I need to submerge underwater or get wet. But right now, I'm using my phone. So I don't use any particular DSLR high-end cameras because for me, a phone is enough. So the reason for this video is because we want to share with you 5 tips on how to make your phone videos become a cinematic video, or just if you want to get into vlogging, or just really capture all the moments just using your phone without any expensive gear. We've made it across the river. So we're gonna start with our tip number 1. So my first tip is you have to download an app, either iOS or Android, that allows you to manually control your camera settings. Most cameras would only take a photo or a video in the best settings, so you cannot actually adjust the aperture, the color, or even how bright it is. I personally use probably 2 or 3 apps when I edit my video. For me, when I take any cinematic video, I always try to change the settings and not use the auto settings from the phone camera. Tip number 2 is playing with the speed of your video. If you notice, most of my cinematic videos, or even my vlogs, they always start out with a time-lapse. Because I love time-lapse. And I have another app that actually changes the speed of the time-lapse, because on your iPhone or on your Android, you only have one speed. But you can download other apps so you can have time-lapses that are faster or slower than the normal time-lapse that's available on your phone. So play with the speed. My introductions for my videos is a time-lapse video. And in between, I always love to insert slow motion videos because it adds more drama to what you're trying to portray. And most of my videos are very slow. I like to attach my videos with very slow music. So with slow music, it has to come with also slow actions. Playing around with the speed is important to add that cinematic feel to your videos. So that was tip number 2. Well, my tip number 3 is play with angles. You know, the vloggers always seem to forget that your audience gets bored if you stay in one particular angle for like 5 minutes. You have to change the angle of the videos so that your audience will also be engaged in what you're trying to portray. So you can do an upper head angle or a lower head angle. Change the angles and also change the distance. That is important when you are vlogging or when you are trying to make a cinematic video. And we have one swimmer over there who's struggling down the river. I actually really like this angle. Play with angles. My tip number 4 is capturing moments. And I actually just missed my slide because I just turned off my camera. When creating a video, it gets obvious when you are staging the video, especially if you are not used to acting or if you are not used to creating videos. So the best way to create a memorable and interesting video is just be spontaneous. Get your camera ready. Always have your batteries charged and just make a story out of the adventure. Where's Tash? Are you there? Hey! So what's your tip number 4 for being spontaneous?
Just imagine you inviting people that you want them to come experience where you are. So when you vlog or when you tell people about the place you're visiting, just be genuine about how you feel so that they can really share that feeling or experience. So while Nat went ahead, I'm going to give a tip, and you guys already know this, is when you're doing a travel video, just make sure you have fun and stop and enjoy the view, because if you just keep on capturing videos, then you won't be able to get any of this.
So we've made it to our destination, Althea Falls, and here is my last and final tip. So this is tip number 5. So for tip number 5, it's about taking the photos and videos at the right time of the day. If you were a vlogger, creating the story and making sure that you do the vlogging when it's really hot so that the other parts can be left for cinematic videos. All about the lighting. Thanks for listening. Thank you guys. And if you want to subscribe, don't forget, there's family content. Time for us to enjoy Althea Falls.